Good morning, everyone. It's October 20th, 2024, Sunday morning. And I'm heading to a place called the Kolache Factory to grab some breakfast kolaches. It's a beautiful, beautiful fall morning here in Southeast Texas. The sun's out and the golfers are out, so I'm going to avoid the course this morning. This is the beginning of the course, so it's going to be crowded this morning. The country club is essentially closed. They're using temporary facilities while they fix the actual building. It was damaged in the hurricane. Here you can see the tent back there that they're operating out of. It's a nice country club. It's got, bar, restaurant, shops, and meeting areas, stuff like that. But the storm took off the roof and a bunch of water got in it. So I've hit a lot of places in this area for different breakfasts. Pretty much target the drive-thrus when I'm in a car. I just don't like that hassle of parking. But on my bike, I like to go in. But the one place I haven't went to here is called the Kolache Factory. And they kind of take the concept of kolaches, which here in Southeast Texas you'll get an argument over what's a kolache, what's a pastry, and what the bohunks called it. And so evidently, like by its true classic definition, a kolache resembles a pastry with kind of like a fruit jelly in the middle, open-faced. But what we call kolache is like a yeast roll, like a crescent roll, imagine that, with basically either a hot dog or a slice of ham, lunch meat, some cheese, and maybe some jalapeno baked all together. And they're real tasty. But this Kolache Factory takes that concept of the bread and they put all kinds of different ingredients in it. Like they'll fill one with a Philly cheesesteak and another one with spinach and feta, and then they'll do some classic bacon and egg or sausage and egg. And they have about 50 different varieties. Good morning. Hey, buddy. So I had a blue tick hound there. It's funny how dog breeds are starting to diversify with what's popular again. For the longest time, ever since the Michael Vick controversy, where he got busted abusing those pit bulls, every white woman wanted to have a pit bull. It's like fulfilled their bad boy destiny or whatever. And they were already getting popular, and the whole thing was about having a mean dog and if you got a mean dog, you must be a real man, kind of thing. And then what's funny is American Pit Bull, it can be a great dog. They're smart, they're loyal, all that stuff. But they've been selectively bred for a different outcome. And that's because certain segments of society like to fight them. Just like they fight chickens and fight dogs. And they started selectively breeding them and doing stuff to make them mean, like feeding them gunpowder and putting weights on a chain, making them drag it around. Physically abusing the dog to make them mean. And with a pit bull, basically the formula is, if you raise them right, they can be a good dog. But right around 2 years old, when they hit sexual maturity, when they bust out of their puberty, if they're going to be a decent dog, you're going to know it then. If they're going to be a mean dog, it's going to happen then. And that's why the dog pounds are full of 2-year-old pit bulls. Oh, there's an angry guy. Angry about the guy on the bike. Yeah, so the dog pounds are full of 2-year-old pit bulls because of that whole puberty thing. But it become one of these things where it was just popular, Like everybody had to have a pit bull. And I think the love affair with him is finally fading. And I'm starting to see a lot of different breeds again. Yeah, I love getting on a bike in the morning, taking a ride. I'm a big guy, and I'm doing this to stay moving and get exercise. I plan on riding this bike for a long time. I'm the target demographic for these bikes. As it turns out, old guys were the ones that like to ride these bikes. When I say these bikes, the electric cruisers, we like that little electric assist. So we can ride, we can pedal when we want, but we get tired, we just hit the throttle. You really can't beat it. Like it's just the perfect way to exercise. So I've started doing some videos like this that I upload to YouTube on the long play ones, and I use this 1-to-1 square ratio, and try to do a little 10-minute clips. Sometimes I do a little bit longer. And then I do the 9x16, but I do the picture-in-picture where you can see me in it also. And those I use for YouTube Shorts. And then I've started putting stuff on TikTok. Got a couple of strikes on TikTok because I was talking politics, but I appealed them and pointed out that I wasn't pushing anything as much as I was discussing it. Not really, picking a side, but more of analyzing what's being said. And I won my appeals. Same thing with YouTube. I got a couple strikes on YouTube, and I argued the same point, and I won my appeals. So I think it's AI catching me, and then a human clearing me. I think is how that's working. Alright, here we are at the Kolache factory. I know everybody'd like to see me go in there and look at the menu and all that, but I don't want to creep everybody out by recording. I gotta be very careful. Nobody runs off on my bike. I just have to watch it close. Alright, catch you on the next video. Oh, here's my bike. You don't get to see it that often.